there should be a way out of us working together with the Ghana. The GES cannot do it alone. Sure. The GES cannot do it alone. And looking at the timing, we have the SHS ones in school. Okay, they have reported. They will certainly need these head teachers to give some kind of guidelines and directive as to how the management of the school and other related matters should be done. And if at the beginning of the first semester we are having all these challenges, it can have a significant amount of effect and impact on what happens or what should happen in the school. Sure. And that is what we want to avoid. And we've had extensive discussion with the Director General yesterday. The National Executive of NAT did that yesterday.
In more news tonight, an online records management system will be introduced next year to improve access to information under the Rights to Information Act, Act 989. The Information Minister, Kojo Oppong-Nkrumah, who made this known, indicated that the next Parliament meeting in early 2024 will consider a legislative instrument to address challenges faced in implementing the RTI law.
3 years into its work, including the imposition of fines on defaulting institutions, the Rights to Information RTI Commission has secured a prosecutorial mandate to compel institutions to respond to and fulfill information requests. Information Minister Kojo Oppong-Nkrumah at its maiden end-of-year forum announced plans to expand the Commission's reach to enforce the RTI law, Act 989.
It is one of the most expansive laws, and what we've been trying to do is to open ourselves up for feedback and critique after the first 3 years of implementation. It's a system aimed at ensuring that those who want to use an online approach to apply for information can apply from wherever they are in the world and can make their payment and receive their information online. The records officers in the ministries, departments and agencies also then are required to have a digital repository of the kind of information they have. We're hopeful that in the year 2024 we'll be able to have it working fully.
The implementation of the RTI law relies on a legislative instrument that establishes a precise framework, but the absence of a fees regime for determining the appropriate cost of institutional information reproduction has hindered its successful execution.
The law is very clear. In the Act 1080 of 2022, the Fees and Charges Miscellaneous Act, it's very minimal, which ensures that we are not trading information, but we are actually making sure that people have access to information. It has also made certain categories of information free, and certain persons have a chance to have information for free, so that's not a problem.
Around 400 public institutions have been checked for compliance in 2023. The Executive Director, Yao Sapon Boateng, noted that the ongoing exercise aims to address the issue of some public institutions withholding information.
Our public system has been used to a secretive culture, so it's difficult for them to accept that in this new arrangement we must be open about the things we do. But with education and the constant engagement with public institutions, we are likely to overcome this hurdle.
The RTI law passed in 2019 aims to enhance Ghana's democratic credentials by ensuring clear access to information. The forum examined the country's progress in fostering transparency in the first 3 years of its implementation.
Welcome back to News 360. Let's go to the central region now. Construction work is expected to begin on the 30-kilometer Kasoa to Winneba dual carriageway soon. This is because the Minister for Roads and Highways, Kwesi Amoako-Attah, has officially cut short for the commencement of work on the project expected to be completed in 2026.
It's become one of the most dreaded traffic routes in the country. The 30-kilometer stretch from Kasoa to Winneba on a normal day could be a journey of up to 45 minutes. These days, at the peel of the travel time, it could be anything upwards of 2 hours with frustrating traffic infractions. Given that the stretch of road connects the capital Accra to the tourism and education hub of Cape Coast and the western regional capital of Takoradi, the chaos affects a lot more people. But this could change if government sticks to its timeline of completing the reconstruction project by 2026, as said by the Roads and Highways Minister.
This stretch of the road in our network has serious challenges and bottlenecks. That is known to almost everybody in Ghana, and members of the public have been complaining a lot because the traveling public as well as motorists go through a hectic time on daily basis in assessing this stretch of the road. And government wants to tackle the problem head-on.
The business segment is brought to you by MTN, Pepsodent Charcoal and Pepsodent Herbal.
Welcome back to News 360. Time now for business, and the GRA, the Revenue Authority, has been on a row. They've
exactly.
Closing shops again.
Yeah, the usual enforcement of the VAT compliance, exactly.
Okay.
So more shops being closed down.
They are on it. Hello there, good evening. Welcome to the business segment here on News 360. I'm Michael Obodu. Now, the Ghana Standards Authority is set to unveil a new electricity meter testing laboratory before Christmas to ensure consumers are not shortchanged. Director General of the authority, Professor Alex Dodu, made this known at the 12th AGI Ghana Industry and Quality Awards organized here in Accra.
The introduction of the new electricity meter testing laboratory forms part of a new weights and measures initiative which seeks to ensure effective administration of weights in Ghana. According to Professor Alex Dodu, this is part of measures to instill confidence in consumers, ensure that consumers receive what they pay for, and that businesses operate on a level playing field.
And the GSA next week is actually inaugurating its first ever electricity meter testing laboratory, so that every single electricity meter in the Republic of Ghana will be tested to ensure that the electricity you buy or you're supposed to have bought is actually the electricity you actually paid for.
Meanwhile, Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu, who was guest speaker at the event, made a strong case for proper land litigation system to improve ease of doing business in the country.
It cannot be overemphasized that Ghana's industrialization drive will only thrive in an environment of integrity, accountability, and ethical conduct. I therefore use this opportunity to seek partnership from the business communities on interventions to address the inordinate weight of land litigation on the ease of doing business in Ghana.
For his part, President of the AGI, Dr. Humphrey Ayim Dake, emphasized the need for government to improve its Planting for Food and Jobs program to feed into industry to enhance value addition in agro-processing.
Our agricultural and industrial sectors, for example, must be interconnected and mutually dependent on each other and are better off collaborating and working interconnectively for the development of stable supply chains and enhancement of value addition in the agro-processing industry.
Vivo Energy Ghana has donated smoke evacuators with accessories and a trolley to the surgical department of the Korle Bu Teaching Hospital. The gesture, which aims to promote quality healthcare delivery, especially at the breast cancer unit, forms part of Vivo Energy's corporate social responsibility in the area of health.
Vivo Energy's donation exemplifies its dedication to the welfare of communities in which it operates. Corporate Communications Manager Shirley Tonykum emphasized the company's commitment to aiding the country in achieving Sustainable Development Goal 3.
Health and safety is integral to our operations. We wanted to support and also fight against breast cancer. So through our deliberation, we were told that they needed smoke evacuator, which is a key equipment during their surgical procedure. The company, being a responsible company, having safety and health as part of its core corporate social responsibility, decided to come and support them in this regard.
A general surgeon at the breast surgery unit, Dr. Josephine Nsafo, expressed gratitude to Vivo Energy for their gesture.
When we are using the electrosurgical pencil called a diathermy, it generates a lot of smoke. And secondhand smoke, as you know, is a risk for patients and staff. So the smoke evacuator takes the smoke away, making the environment safe for patients, safe for staff.
Ms. Tony Kum used the occasion to urge drivers to prioritize road safety protocols and ensure their safety on the road.
As an oil marketing company, during this period, we want to use it to also encourage our drivers that when they are on the road, we beg them, please stop, think and drive as we push during our campaign period with the National Road Safety. They should be cautious on the road because a lot of people depend on them.
Vivo Energy is the exclusive marketer and distributor of Shell branded products and services in Ghana.
Now, the Ghana Revenue Authority has cracked down on some businesses issuing unapproved invoices. The authority has seized invoices and POS systems. Some businesses at Teshie in the Greater Accra region for auditing due to the violation of the VAT law. According to the Accra Area Enforcement Team, the businesses were found to be issuing their own invoices, which is illegal. Let's now get the rest of the story in the following report coming up shortly.
The businesses are 4 subsidiaries of Oforimati Enterprise, made up of 3 shops and a warehouse, and K. Tinkuran Enterprise, an iron rod dealer. These are located at Teshie Agbleza, Teshie Gonor School, and Tribleo. The Accra Area Enforcement Team found that these businesses were issuing their own invoices, contravening the VAT law. During the enforcement exercise focusing on VAT invoice compliance, the GRA seized invoices and point-of-sale systems belonging to these businesses. According to the enforcement team, this incident highlights the GRA's commitment to ensuring fair and transparent tax collection practices. By taking action against non-compliant businesses, the authority aims to level the playing field for all businesses and protect government revenue. Failure to comply with the VAT Act can result in penalties, fines, and even legal action.
And that'll be all for the business segment here on News 360. I am Michael Obodu. Up next, the sports.
Sport news and riddle. What has selling of cake got to do with a football match? You have the answer.
Yeah, we have the answer, but the answer will come very soon. I just need. We're telling this interesting story, for our viewers. Okay. Let's get into the sports news this evening here on News 360. My name is Yao Fusulabi. Now, Araba Kweku, a cake vendor, has been selling her items during Asante Kotoko matches for about 2 decades. As part of GPL Express that airs later tonight, my colleague Kelvin Oswansa caught up with her during the Super Clash on Sunday and tells the story.
Football and commerce are intertwined, and especially when it's food. Cake vendor Araba Kweku has been selling at the stadium in over 2 decades. She doesn't waste any minute when enjoying the game and what it offers, even though she has to raise income at the end of the day.
Now me bought for the Chrome ladies into me a footballer. Me bought footballer until I'm manager was said there be a member of Mumuran. Once say Drew Brevia, I say Yanin into I say Daniel Yatawa watching that. Yeah. Sana.
Na Obeton mana ujesi honom na ushi jamana ayana entete ose weja oneme
acho da bi kula entete me kula entete me minim say me se mo ra no kula sunsun no kula beta eche mama ton ne ma no me ton pa me ton ayada ya ye wie kula me tumi asan akoton ti enje ha me kula
ti die si we ye be pon na waton wi
sa pepe